It is not okay where the world is at today. It is not okay that chronic disease is rampantly on the rise. Children are having diabetes. Children are dying in hospitals at even higher and higher rates. The lifespan, at least in America, is shortening. People in their old age are suffering. They're losing their memories. In our society, we're pushing them out. We're not even connecting with them. People in their 20s are developing chronic disease. They're having diabetes, heart disease, joint pain that they can't get rid of. Just all kinds of pain and suffering. And then you get into mental health issues. We got depression, anxiety, stress disorders that are just killing us, eating at us. People are suffering. People are in pain. And it's not okay. And I usually don't talk about these things. I don't talk about the state of the world and how bad it is. But look around. Seriously, take a moment. Just think about everyone you see around you is probably overweight. At least 1 in 3. 1 in 3 people are overweight, obese. The other ones that aren't are suffering with other issues, mental issues, having internal fat they don't even see is silently killing them, having sleep disorders, can't sleep at night. So, not to go on all these things and go off on a rant and rampage about this stuff, but it's really to get this point across that the world is not okay. We have sick people leading the world, people that just don't know how to take care of their bodies, and even if they did, what does it matter? Because they don't care. It doesn't seem like they care about the state of the world. So we have leaders in positions that don't take care of themselves mentally, spiritually, physically, or emotionally. And we're seeing the results of that. We're being led in a terrible, terrible direction. We're being led to our own destruction. We're being led farther and farther away from the actual solution that I believe could actually turn this whole thing around. The solution that could actually heal us, heal our pain, bring us back to who we truly are, the humans we're meant to be, these vibrant, spiritual, physically powerful beings that were meant to feel joy in this life. And I'm not talking about having joy all the time, but at least having more joy than not, and being able to come back to center with yourself and not allow like the stress of the world, the anxieties, the diseases, all these things to pull us so down into the dumps and energetically killing us, right? So the solution I'm talking about, and the whole reason I'm even starting Root to Nature and started it in the first place and recording now this audio, starting my Substack to try and get my message out to people, is that we don't have to suffer. It's not how we're meant to live. We're not meant to live where the only way to survive is we have to have a doctor that we go to that prescribes us medicine, pills, stuff to take just to hopple along. We're not meant to have to like work in these stressful environments and not even know what we're really working for. Where's the purpose? What's the purpose of all of this? Not knowing who we are, our purpose, what we were sent, what God put us on this earth to do. We were meant to know these things, and we were meant to know how to actually connect with that. Connect with our own inner knowing, our own intuition. Connect with spirit. Connect with these things to be able to have purpose in this life. Feel fulfilled, and in doing that, feeling good in our bodies. Feeling good with connecting with others, serving others in a powerful way. So what is the solution? It's the name of my whole thing, Root to Nature. It's getting back to who we are as humans. It's understanding that we are not above nature, but we are part of it. We are co-creators. We are from it. We are from the soils of the earth. This is how we were formed. We were born of this place. Yet we decided a long time ago as a species, and our leaders have continued to lead us in this direction, that we are not part of this. We are not part of nature. We are separate from it. We are above it. We are in dominion over it. And you see us trying to control it and what's happening. We are suffering. We have turned away from our own mother, that which birthed us from its soils, that which our ancestors understood. And they weren't perfect. They weren't always in harmony with it. But they at least understood and had practices and rituals that kept them connected to this sacred union that we have. This relationship we have with nature, where when we can decide to get back to it, co-create with it, there's so much abundance. We're taught that resources are running out. There's not enough food to feed everyone. We're taught that there's not enough nutrition anymore. Our soils are being depleted. We can't provide enough nutrition. People are sick because we don't have enough magnesium and stuff like this, right? We're taught that there's not enough water to feed this many humans. All these things. We're taught that abundance is not a thing. But to me, abundance is a thing. When you start learning the rhythms of nature and how it works, how it operates. And I'm not saying I know it perfectly, because I don't. There's a lot of this that we think we know with our science that we really don't truly understand. And it's fun that we continue to try to understand, but we don't fully understand it. But I understand the basics. I understand how to feed and get the nutrition that my body needs to be able to thrive, for my nervous system, for everything in my body to be properly energized. Getting my bare feet on the soil, climbing a tree, because it's fun. It moves my body. Hanging, jumping, going on walks, doing things humans were meant to do, outside, connected to Mother, connected to the earth. Eating food that's local to me and not shipped from South America or across the Atlantic Ocean. It's food that was born right here, around me. It has an imprint of this place. It's connected to this place just as I am. Food that was grown in accordance with nature's principles. Nature is not fighting itself. It does not use herbicides and insecticides and all these different sides to go to war with itself. Now what's interesting is that when you plug humans back into the equation, and we get back to the knowledge that we are actually forest caretakers. We were co-creators with the forest. Right now I'm standing in front of a forest that is wild. It's overgrown. The oak trees are dying. I'm standing here looking at it, and this is what originally got me to even record this. And I literally can feel the forest is calling us back. Nature, the forest, the wild, it wants us to be there. We helped create forests. Now it can do it on its own. I'm not saying maybe in a 300, 1,000 years, what I'm looking at now would turn into a beautiful forest full of abundance and life. And there is a lot of life here. There's birds, there's rabbits. But it's not a habitat for humans. It's wild, it's hard to get through. And yeah, there's food out there for us if we know how to get it. But if we come into this place, if we can work with it, allow these oaks to thrive, because I believe oaks evolved with us. They transformed with humans. It's an interesting thing I learned recently, that oaks have adapted over thousands of years to be strong in the face of fire. And when they get fire on the base of their trunk, the fire actually strengthens their roots. And it also helps their acorns to sprout, the heat, the fire. And we burn and use fire. It's a tool we've used. The indigenous population of the Americas understood this. You can read accounts of settlers coming, explorers coming, and describing this place as a Garden of Eden. It wasn't just naturally a Garden of Eden. It's because the people that lived on the land understood that they could work with nature. They were co-creators with it, and they believed they were not above it, and they believed in a higher power, and they were being led by spirit. Like I said, maybe not all of them, but you can see from the accounts that we have, them describing it as a Garden of Eden. The Americas, how luscious this place was. Abundance was flowing. Food in all the forests, fruit. All these things were being cared for by humans. They understood their connection. They understood their place in the world, their purpose. They had the rituals. They had the rites of passages to teach their young. They had the knowledge to continue to pass on to their descendants, to continue this line and continue to work with the forest, work with nature. Not trying to overpower her. Not thinking we have power over here. And they didn't have fear of her either, because I truly believe the reason we've walked away, for one reason in particular, is fear. We have fear of it. Because you go out into nature, you go out into the wild, you begin to see yourself. It's going to mirror back to you all your pains. It's going to show you what you haven't been looking at. Go out in the woods for 8 days. Go out in the woods for even 24 hours. Silence, no phone, nothing. Sit there. See what comes up. And see what you do to try to avoid it. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying notice. Notice what you do. Because I've been there. Doing whatever I can to avoid the shadows within me, the dark side, all my fears that want to come up. Just keep working, Brandon. Just keep working. Do what the system tells you. Do what everyone else is doing. It'll keep you safe. There's no need to go against the grain. There's no need to look at these things. Just keep them repressed. Keep them locked down in there. It's not what I want to do anymore. And that's not what I've been doing anymore. I've come back to nature best I can, and I'm continuing to build that relationship. It's not easy. Remember, I told you our ancestors decided, and our leaders for hundreds of years now have been leading us away from this connection. So I have a strong ancestral line of not being connected with nature, living in a completely different way. So this isn't easy, and I'm not perfect. But the reason I share this is because I want you to understand that you don't have to suffer. You can feel purposeful in this life. You can feel fulfilled. You can break free of the chains of pains that have been holding us back, holding you back, holding me back. It starts with your coming back to nature, and it can look like simple ways. We're not going to become our great ancestors overnight, who knew how to work with the forest, knew how to live within it, knew how to co-create with it without destroying with it. Understanding that there is true abundance when we decide to connect in this way. It's going to take time, and that's okay. We can come together, we can help each other. And this is one of the biggest lessons I'm having to learn, is asking for help. Admitting that I do not know everything I need to know to be able to grow into the man that I want to be and serve how I want to serve in this lifetime. A lot of people have been helping me along the way, and nature itself has been really helping me along the way. And that's the point why I'm here, sharing my journey in little bits with you so you understand the power of this. Getting outside, getting in the sunlight, real light, breathing in the fresh air, putting your bare feet on the earth, taking up the charge. Breathing in air is also taking in charge. It's amazing. The oxygen molecule, when you breathe that in, it has 4 extra electrons, negatively charged, that your positive charged body can attract. The hemoglobin on your red blood cells has a positive charge and it attracts these extra electrons, right? So literally, breathing in air is breathing in energy. You are quite literally breathing in energy as you breathe. So learning how to actually get deep breaths into your full lung capacity, powerful. Eating food that was grown in accordance with nature's principles, in harmony with nature. It wasn't war. We're not going to war with nature. It didn't take a battle to grow our food. It took work. We had to work with nature, understand it, communicate with it. But eating food local to you, grown with love, people cared for that food deeply. It wasn't just to make money. It's they cared. They wanted to help feed people. They also cared for the earth along with it. And we're not all going to be perfect at growing our own food and eating local, but do the best you can. What's the best you can do in this moment to eat food that was as closely grown to you and not sprayed with poisons, and from someone who actually gave a shit? Someone who cared. Someone who understands that we're in a crisis right now and they want to help. They care about other humans. They care about Earth. And then learning how to sleep. Another wellness principle. Sleeping to re-energize. How many of you listening right now are always tired? Something's always got you down. And it's not always related to sleep. There's plenty of emotional reasons, mental fatigue, physical fatigue, stress. But oftentimes I find people are not sleeping well. So how can you relearn, wake up the info that is in your DNA, quite literally? The DNA holds information. Your energetic field holds information from your ancestors. So how can you tap back into that? Tap back into your intuition that, hey, maybe I shouldn't be on a screen an hour before bed. I don't think this is good for me. I feel pretty wired after putting it down. This isn't the audio to go deep into detail with sleep and how to do it, but just think how different it is from even just 200, even 100 years ago. How different it is today. Our bedrooms, where we sleep, how much electric interference is going on around us, radio waves, Wi-Fi signals, cell phone signals, light, so much light, noise. Our biology can't keep up, and it's not going to keep up. I truly believe it's not going to transform to match these technologies, because these technologies go against nature. And if you want to get simple, I've been learning this recently, and I'm going to keep studying and keep learning more so I can share with you guys, but a lot of this just comes down to, it's like our indoor environments do not give us the proper charge. We are electric beings, right? So quickly, like, we're electrical beings. Our nervous system, think about that. Our heart is sparked. Without electricity, your heart wouldn't run, your brain wouldn't run, nothing in your body would run. And I was talking earlier about negative and positive electrons. Well, in your house, your AC is blowing out positive charged ions. And you're breathing that in all day. You're not connected to the earth, which would give you a negative charge to balance out your already positive charge that you create by just being. Like, you slowly are more and more positively charged. So if you don't get the negative charge, you can't function as well. Your systems don't run so well. Your mental facilities, you start forgetting things. You start getting more anxious easy. Your muscles tighten up. Your cells literally cannot work as well as they're supposed to. So that's just a little bit, but it's time for us to get back outside. You really want to get even more simple, go outside. 15 minutes, bare feet on the earth, take some deep breaths, see how you feel. I put this in a lot of posts recently, is just the simplicity of getting outside and bare feet on the earth and just breathing and getting sun on you, and feel the difference. Take note at the beginning how you feel, take note at the 15-minute mark. Do that every day for a week and tell me what happens. I guarantee something's going to shift in you. Because this is where we're meant to be. Outside. In the trees. Working with nature. Co-creating. Being with our mother. Being with Source. This is how we create physically powerful bodies that are tapped in, grounded to earth, and capable of living into their God-given purpose. Capable of living a life that actually brings joy for them. A life where you can be of service to others as well. So that's what I got for today. I hope you got something out of this. And I really encourage you to get outside. If you want to learn more about this stuff, you can message me. Tell me what you got out of this audio. We can have a conversation. Because that's how I'm going to get to know how I can help you even more. I want to get to know people. Yes, I have courses, I have other things you could just hop on and learn about my foundational wellness pillars. You can learn how to set goals that are powerful for yourself, find direction. But I actually want to get to know you. What inspired you from this message? What inspired you from this audio? What's it got you thinking about? I want to know. Connecting with other humans, that's how we collectively begin to heal. We've been disconnected from each other, scared to interact with one another, hiding behind electronics, social media. And I'm there too, guys. This is a struggle for me to put myself out here, to get on here, say what I actually want to say from the heart, and put myself out there to connect with y'all. Because that means I have to keep it up. I have to do what I'm saying, and I want to. But this is the challenge. I'll have to continue to look at myself more and more, because the more I put myself up there, the more I'm going to need to learn, the more energy, space within myself I'm going to have to create. So, I want to help you do that for yourself as well, because I've been where you're at, not really knowing what the first step should be, or maybe taking way too many first steps and then getting overwhelmed and quitting. Or just feeling all alone in this shit, like no one else is suffering with me. In reality, most of us are challenged and suffering with something. So last time, I'll invite you, just whatever you got out of this, whatever you're going through, send me a message. Hit reply, message me directly, whatever that is. And if I can't be the one to help, I'll tell you, and I'll point you in the right direction. But it all starts with a message. It all starts with reaching out. It's one of the biggest lessons I had to learn. Is simply we just need to reach out sometimes. We need to listen to that little pull within us that says, yes, do this. So I'll end on that. I'm wishing you all the best. And yeah, looking forward to connecting if we connect. And if not, I hope you continue to listen in. I hope you continue to get what you need out of my post, out of my recordings. And yeah, wishing you all the best.